Well, earlier this month at Korn Ferry Tour's Compliance Solutions Championship, Davis Chatfield had that 30-foot birdie putt on the 18th hole to close out his first round with a 12 under 59. He became the third player to record a sub-60 round on the Korn Ferry Tour this season and the 16th in Tour's history. Let's get his reaction.
Yeah, I've never had a chance at a 59, and honestly, through like 13 or 14 holes today, I wasn't thinking about it either. So yeah, when I was standing over that putt, I felt good. I had a good read. Chandler was next to me and gave me a good read on it when he hit first. And yeah, I mean, I just hit a great putt, and lucky that one went in.
So the Massachusetts native finished 10th on the Korn Ferry Tour points list, which means he earned his PGA Tour card for the 2026 season. No mean feat, a huge accomplishment, and he has showed a lot of consistency over the year over on the Korn Ferry Tour. Just having a quick look at his season in 2025, obviously had that career low 59, had a couple of runner-up finishes as well, 6 top 10s in 25 starts, and now he has punched his ticket to the PGA Tour. So with that, I'm very pleased to be joined live by Davis right now. Davis, really good to see you. Congratulations, a brilliant year. Before we look ahead to your PGA Tour rookie season, let's talk about that 59. Did you feel like you were in the zone? Talk us through your flow state en route to that number.
Yeah, it was a crazy day. Honestly, crazy last hour and a half of that round. It was honestly like any other round through 9 holes. I mean, I was playing really well. I was hitting a lot of great shots, and I turned in, I think, 4 under. So 59 obviously didn't cross my mind until I holed out on the 15th hole. And yeah, I mean, I've never been in that situation. And I know I needed to birdie 2 of the last 3 to get it done. And yeah, it was a dramatic finish, but happy with the way that it ended.
Was it something that you really wanted to do, the 59? Were you feeling the pressure to try and become part of this elite club to have done that?
Yeah, for sure. Especially after birdieing 16, 17 and 18 were pretty gettable holes. And yeah, I mean, I had a good look on 17, not a great look, and left it short, and knew when I had that 30-footer on the last, I wasn't going to leave it short. And like I said, Chandler was next to me. He putted first and gave me a great read, and I knew what I needed to do, and I was very happy to execute that one.
Well, just to have a quick turn back of the clock and look at your journey up until this point, you turned pro back in 2022 following 5 years at Notre Dame. What has your journey been like? Describe it to us as you now look ahead to making your debut on the PGA Tour.
Yeah, I feel like, I've played a lot of consistent golf, kind of my whole life, I feel like. Especially the first 2 years on Korn Ferry Tour, like I didn't have any super high finishes, but I felt like I was knocking on the door and really getting close to being in the winner's circle. This year I didn't get it done, but I was very fortunate with getting a couple runner-ups and a tie for third in Chicago. But yeah, I feel like my steady golf has been a testament to me, and I hope to continue that next year on the PGA Tour.
And just talk us through the moment when you realised that you had done enough. You didn't have to battle for those last few cards of the Korn Ferry Tour Championship. You had a little bit of comfort coming in to that final event, but just kind of have that realisation that you had your PGA Tour card. What does that feel like?
Yeah, after Chicago, I felt like I had a pretty good grip on it. I felt like I had reached the points threshold in my head. Obviously, nothing was confirmed until the Tour Championship when they said that I was tour bound. But yeah, I mean, the last couple months on Korn Ferry, it was kind of a weight off my shoulders, and I was playing with a lot of freedom. It's been a blessing to play out there, and I truly believe it's the second best tour in the world, and it breeds a lot of great players. So yeah, I'm fortunate with how this year progressed, and I can't wait to get started at Sony.
And that's right. I mean, to look at just the thought of getting your feet wet on the PGA Tour and getting your career really started, what are you looking forward to? What are you apprehensive about? How do you kind of mentally prepare for this next chapter?
Yeah, I gotta just stick to what I've been doing, really not try to change anything big, realize that my game's good enough to be there. It got me there, so I think you see a lot of guys change a lot of things. Even when they get on Korn Ferry Tour, they feel like they have to change a bunch of things, get new coaches, trainers, whatever it is. But I just got to stick to my guns and do what's working, and just truly believe in myself.
If you had to set a couple of goals for the PGA Tour, what would they be?
I'd like to make it to the Tour Championship for sure, and obviously get a win. I was really close this year, and I feel like I'm getting really, really close. So yeah, hopefully I can get that monkey off my back soon.
Okay, well, Davis, the world is your oyster. Congratulations on the success, and we look forward to seeing you out on tour next year. Well done.
Thank you so much for having me. Thanks.
Okay, well, Davis was one of 20 players to earn their PGA Tour cards for the 2026 season via the Korn Ferry Tour points list. You've also got Johnny Kiefer, who clinched the #1 spot with 2 wins under his belt this season, and Neil Shipley. That is the character we got to know at this year's Masters when he clinched Low-Am. He is also tour-bound. So, Paige McKenzie, bringing you back in here, there's a lot of names that we're actually pretty familiar with at this point in their careers. Who have you got your eyes on out of this group of guys heading to the PGA Tour?
There's a couple players. When you look at that list of 20 that made it from Korn Ferry onto the PGA Tour, there's some that's first time getting their card, and there's some that is returning to the PGA Tour. I'm going to start with a player that is making their debut on the PGA Tour as a first-time PGA Tour member in the upcoming season, and that's Zach Boshu. But it might be a name that you recognize from collegiate golf, because back in 2018, he was part of the Oklahoma State National Championship team. That was a team that also included Victor Hovland, Austin Eckroat, Matthew Wolff, as well as Chris Ventura and Sam Stevens, who also have both graduated off of the Korn Ferry Tour as well. It was a tough road for him after he turned professional. He had a variety of different status across the world. And then in 2023, started with 0 status anywhere, earned his Korn Ferry Tour card by the end of the year with special temporary membership, played all year last year, nearly got his PGA Tour card last year, but bogeyed his last 3 holes when it mattered. And I think that's what makes this so sweet for him to clinch his card for the upcoming season. The other player that I'm keeping an eye on is a name that I'm sure you're familiar with, and that's Pearson Coody. This is a player that actually balanced 2 tour schedules this season. He had some PGA Tour status, so he played a variety of PGA Tour events. In fact, 14 starts on the PGA Tour this season, had 15 starts on the Korn Ferry Tour. I don't know, Anna, how he managed 29 starts playing professional golf this season, but it was enough on the Korn Ferry Tour to lock up his full card for next year, so he'll have much better status to start the season. But it was a successful year all around. In those 15 starts, 7 of them were top 10 finishes, and that's how he was able to get inside that top 20 number.
He's 25 years old. He's got endless buckets of energy. That's how he manages to do it, Paige. I'm not sure if we'd be able to do it, but yeah, he's certainly one to watch. We've been watching him on the scene for a while. I like it. Okay, coming up next. Well, October is Breast Cancer Awareness